Hey everybody, this is your righteous friend Billy from Fear to Stop at the band feartostop.bandcamp.com. In the background playing a little phone games is the always lovely, dreaded, righteous Steva. How you doing, huh?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing alright. We're just doing a little quickie video as I look at my stupid ass reflection with this stupid mustache. I'm gonna shave later today. I was planning to do it, yesterday, but got sidetracked. We've been working on music. Going to be releasing a new album soon called Beyond the Voyage. With all the tracks that are done by our talented colleague, Dean Entwistle. And we actually just completed a couple songs. Dana finished a song called Tokyo Road. And the other side of the single is a track I just finished that I haven't named yet. Because I just literally finished it a few minutes ago. Yeah, sometimes the title's the last thing that comes to me, which is crazy. Some people, they come up with the title, then they come up with a song. Me, it's like, and that's why we came up with some stupid names of songs. Satan's Crayons. That was
funny.
That was pretty bad. The trumpet hit the snooze. My goldfish hit the snooze bar. Something about my trumpet. I don't know. Bird Saws and Blood. That was another one. God, there's one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of right now, but I can't remember the name of it. And I know as soon as I'm done with the video, I'm gonna be like, you know what? That was the name of that blasted song. But sometimes we'll save a song as a file and just title or whatever comes to mind, and sometimes we don't go back and change it because it's like, you know what, somehow it fits, let's see. God, dog, it's Body Part Orchestra was another one. In case you're wondering what that was, every instrument on there was actually a sample. We sample like different body part, sounds like, cracking knuckles and rubber bands and basically anything that's not actually an instrument, is used on there. In case that idea sounds kind of daft, don't blame me. I actually got cribbed the idea, borrowed the idea from Pink Floyd. They were going to do a album called Household Objects, and they actually had like wine glasses and like different pitches and rubber bands, and they ended up scrapping it, but they ended up keeping the wine glass sound effect. In case you wonder what they used it for, hon, that's that shimmery intro for Shine On You Crazy Diamond.
I kind of figured it.
That's the only thing they kept from the whole thing. It's like, man, I wish I could have heard the rest. Because, now it's like, now it's not a thing because anybody can do that with a sampler, GarageBand, MTV Music Generator 2 if you really want to go back 20 years in the past. Us until last year. But, back then, that was a big thing, before Depeche Mode was doing an entire album featuring, like, construction sounds and stuff, Pink Floyd was trying to do it, It was like the Beach Boys were going to use, or I should say Brian Wilson, because he was the one that did it. We're going to actually use, like, water sounds and stuff, ran through, like, a tape speed oscillator or some stuff. I can't remember the exact name of, doohickey right now, but, now they're going to use that on Smile, Here we are, we think about all these people, we're like, coming up with some crazy stuff, the Beatles, what they were doing with actually using the recording studio as an instrument, Brian Wilson was doing the same thing. And now it's like, when you pull up GarageBand, press a couple buttons, there's the masterpiece, It's amazing. Can you imagine what Brian Wilson would have done if he had GarageBand? I mean, he could have it now, but I mean, like back during the days of Pet Sounds. That's kind of crazy. It's
That'd be cool if he produced an album from GarageBand.
Like, sorry, Hal Blaine, you've been fired. We replaced you with the auto drummer. That's like, that's messed up. That's messed up. Fucking Carol K's like, that's my bass line. He goes, bitch, that was GarageBand for Mac. You know, that was a sound loop. He was the Liverpool instrument sound. That's actually the name of a bass sound in GarageBand. Liverpool. Yeah, I use that a lot. That's when I try to go for my 1966 Pet Sound style, bass. Now I add a lot of reverb to it. I'll go for that. Bass line. I can hear something off of I just wasn't made for these times. Something off of that. Anyway, rambling about our music. By the way, feartostop.bandcamp.com. If you missed the website earlier, I don't know why. You saw the beginning of the video, but you missed that one part during the intro. Just missed it.
They probably won't go grab a sandwich or something.
I mean, who does that? Who starts a video as soon as they hit play to I'm going to the kitchen like that, and right when the person first comes on, couldn't you rewind it? I missed it. It goes full. Only thing you heard was Joey World Tour going, I'm big, or hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic, or let's talk about that. However the Good Mythical Morning theme song goes. That was bad. I love that show. Guys, real talk. If you're bored on a weekday, and you're looking for, if you're bored in the house and you're in the house bored and you're looking for something to watch, best thing to do, swear to God, go to YouTube, well, like you are now. When you do watch one of our videos, go to Good Mythical Morning. Link and Rhett, two guys that do the channel, they're funny as hell, guys. I'm not going to spoil too much for you, but these guys are comedic geniuses. Just to give you an example, there's two dudes, okay, and they got kind of like a talk show style format, but just like two guys just kind of shooting the shit behind the desk, like that, and they got other staff on there too. They got this lesbian chick named Stevie, who's kind of like the you hear in the background, she's kind of like Howard Stern had that black chick. She's like letting Rink's black chick, except she's white and she's lesbian. But she's cute too. But what the fuck? What the hell does that have to do with anything? And she's lesbian and she's cute. What the fuck? She is though. Both. And then they got this guy named Josh. Yeah, he's a chef. He's like, what the fuck, a chef? Well, let me go back to it. So they'll do different topics. Like sometimes they'll do a food-related subject. These are my favorite. And they have this little segment called Will It? And basically, what it is that they'll take an item and they'll turn it to something that it shouldn't be. And then we'll come up with okay, will it work in that format? And something they'll be like hot dog sushi, and it's like a bun, and it's got sushi lined up in there instead of a hot dog. It's something simple like that. That's usually the first ones. They're usually kind of they do that on purpose. Kind of okay, that was a bad idea, but it wasn't bad. Usually by the third round, that's when something like
when shit goes off.
It's like something like will it hot dog, and it's fucking rat intestines or something like that, or yak dick, I'm serious, guys, real talk, look at it, they had one that was it was yak smegma, not smegma, yak semen, yeah, it was yak semen, it was something, I don't know, Jello or so, I don't remember what it was. They had a beef bile cheesecake. That was gross. And the funny part is, the dude, one of the dudes on there, Link, he's got a weak stomach. And he's kind of he's kind of you got the one dude, and then you got the other dude, and he's like the straight man, and the other dude's kind of clowning on him, kind of like Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy, Tom and Jerry, everybody's got, every comedic comment, what the fuck, every comedic, duo's got their, the crazy guy and the straight guy. This makes it sound like I'm making a Stevie joke again. Anyway, so it's all in fun, guys. You know, fun guys, there's mushrooms. Anyway, dude, the shrooms. Anyway, so no, that got off subject quick. Oh yeah, so Link, he's a straight guy there, you know, and he a lot of times ended up being the butt of Rhett's jokes or Josh's jokes. Josh is the chef. Josh, excuse me, is the chef, and he's a good cook. I mean, he's got his own channel called Mythical Kitchen. But anywho, so Josh, he's a clown. He'll come up with some of the most off the wall stuff just to make them vomit. Like that, right? Like I'm trying to think like the funniest thing, the beef bile cheesecake. Like that, and it's like, and what is his famous thing? Like, is it cooked or is it raw? He goes, it's been boiled for safety. That's his thing, boiled for safety. You know what? That's the name of the song, hon.
No.
Oh, damn it. It's just boiled. No, I'm just joking. Like, look at this boiled. What the hell kind of name of the song is that? Boiled. You know, hard boiled. Anyway, but yeah, so they'll eat this stuff and of course, you know, start gagging. You know, and Link will, Rhett will be like that. And Link though, he's like he'll do that and they'll like be kinda like still and then like that, get the damn trash can. And it's bad. They got their own how was it say embroidered you know, design trash cans. Yeah, this is Good Mythical Morning and stuff. It's been done in like Sharpie and like glitter sticks and glue sticks and stuff, you know, but glitter sticks, you know, glitter and glue sticks and stuff, you know, looked like it was done by like, you know, Mrs. Wilson's 3rd grade Metter Elementary, you know, class or whatever, but you know, it's still, that's what it is. But it's been designed by the same kids who made you Otis Spunkmeyer cookies in high school.
The special needs kids.
Yep. Oh my God. That reminds me of this joke about the Special Olympics. It's not a joke, but I forgot who it was that said this, but now my sinuses are killing me. Anyway, I forgot who it was that was saying something about this. They were clowning on the Special Olympics, like they didn't see the big deal on it. I haven't seen it. It's like it's nothing special. And then like they're supposed to be special needs. They're. God, was it me and my dad? The question is.
I think that was me and you.
No, it was not. Oh my God, it was a fiesta.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know what the Special Olympics were like, you know, handicapped, you know, kids. Like yeah. You didn't realize that. You're like, I don't see what's so special about the Special Olympics. They're differently abled, you know. Differently abled. I almost said the dreaded R word. Different times, guys. We live in a different.
You said the R word. That no.
I almost did. Yeah, I know. Back then, I did. No, that's what I was saying. We live in different times. You know, I'm more cultured. I say this with this Yosemite Sam mustache and his damn Duck Dynasty beard. I got mustache in my mouth. Got them diamonds on my mouth. Hey, what is it? What? Chalk up the deuce to the soft food and door. Boys talking about so got them diamonds in them. Who is that? Is that Paul Wall?
No.
Who's that? UGK.
Well, yeah, that was
UGK. Anyway, that just went over everybody's head. It's like it's not 2006. It's not Houston. You know. No, but so that's the thing. It's basically like some. It's like the Willet segments are basically designed to make Link suffer. But then they'll do different games like.
And he smiles. Like the thing that gets me is like Josh actually smiles.
Josh is an evil bastard.
He's passing over the food.
Yeah, but you know, whatever. But then they'll do like different things, like just go back to the food thing. They'll take like they have like a competition. Like, okay, was this made in like 1950 or like they'll have like a little shuffleboard thing on the ground, and they'll have like different years like 1950, 1820 and stuff. Like, you know, when was Big League Chew, you know, invented, like that, and they gotta like push the bowl of the food, you know, onto the shuffleboard with a big ass stick and everything, and You know, they'll compete and stuff. Link usually loses. That's the one game Link's good at.
Yeah.
That's the only game that Link's good at. But then
He's horrible at the where in the world.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's another one. They'll have like a food.
A map.
Yeah, and they gotta say where it came from, and they gotta guess, and they gotta throw darts and stuff, and like we gotta get. It's not about getting the right answer, but getting the closest to the right answer. Link always loses that hoe. Man, my neck's killing me. I probably need more calcium in my diet. Anyway, guys, it is like 15:33. I almost said the time of the video. It's like almost 7 o'clock and stuff in the morning. Gotta wrap up, but gotta go get the little one from her, her grandmammies later. But until next time, guys, good golf, good tennis, whatever makes you happy. Don't jerk off in Superman's face. You don't like it.
And it's disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful. I mean, Superman does so much for so many people. I mean, not really. I mean, when's the last time anybody really gave a shit about Superman? Real talk. Real talk. You know, Superman is an outdated character. Just like Mickey Mouse. The only reason why people give a shit about Mickey Mouse is because, Walt Disney World and stuff like that. He's a mascot. But when has Mickey Mouse ever actually been in anything for the last 30, 40 years? I mean, you don't see like Toy Story 5 with like Mickey Mouse, coming back, I mean, Goofy was doing stuff in the 80s, a Goof Troop and, Son of Goofy, Goofy Jr. Very goofy movie. Gosh,
That movie was so funny.
It sure was. And then they had like Sports Goofy and all this other stuff, and that all these different things. But what the hell did Mickey Mouse do? The last thing I remember Mickey Mouse doing was I remember having this little viewfinder, and it was like some little thing where it was like some kind of ghost ship or something like that. I was like 5. That's like the last thing I remember Mickey Mouse doing. With his no shirt, overall white glove wearing ass, like that. I'm like.
To me, Mickey always looked like he was kind of suspect.
You almost said Mithy Mouse. Good mythical mouse. Dang it. Oh boy. Will it mouse? Hell no. Gosh, you're stupid. Anyway, guys, till next time. What the hell was that?
Oh.
Jeez. Oh, what?
I gotta tell a story about Goofy.
Oh, you thought Goofy was okay?
No. So I was on Facebook a few days ago, and I saw a meme in one of the groups that said,
"Oh no,
Mickey
I don't even know the
Mouse,
story."
Donald's a thug.
Oh yeah, I do.
And Pluto's a dog. But what's Goofy?
He's a dog. He's a man dog.
Yeah.
Like Man Bear Pig from South Park.
Yeah, so we were talking about Goofy's a dog. And I said, not for nothing though, I think Pluto was kind of like...
He was kind of special.
I thought Pluto was kind of special.
Yeah, because he was a dog, but he couldn't talk, but Goofy could talk. But Goofy was like a slave. It was like Goofy was like Ted DiBiase, and like Pluto was like Virgil. When you were a kid, did you ever catch the slavery implications behind the $1 Million Man's character?
Yes.
The racial overtones were heavy with that. He had a slave, Dana.
Virgil.
He had a freaking slave. And yet, when we were kids, we didn't like...
I thought it was funny personally.
It was funny, but it was his servant. It was his man. They kept referring to him as his manservant. Like that, it was his slave. And he wore a fucking sleeveless fucking like silver fucking vest and shit. Remember, with the little bow tie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! You know what the funny part is? When Andre the Giant was like a big heel and everything, they always show him like in a suit and everything that didn't fit, but like that. I remember like there was this one where it was at the Royal Rumble 1988, It was like Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant doing like a contract signing because they were gonna have a title match the next week.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at him, you see this orange balding motherfucker wearing underwear. We're basically wearing like yellow panties and like boots, yellow boots, like that. And because let's be real, wrestling trunks are panties. Anyway, but that's a video. That's another subject of video. Wrestling trunks panties, like that. But here's Andre the Giant with his mongoloid ass, like that. He's wearing a suit. So who you gonna fear? The bald dude in the panties, wearing panties, the bodybuilder in the panties, or like the behemoth in the monkey suit, seriously in the gorilla suit. Because you know what? That's what Andre the Giant reminded me of when we wore that suit. You remember Who Framed Roger Rabbit with that gorilla? It was like the bouncer.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck Andre the Giant reminded me of. I swear to God. He reminded me of the fucking gorilla bouncer from Roger Rabbit. Anyway, guys, till next time.
Wait.
Why?
You gotta tell a story about when we went to that wrestling event.
Which one? Oh, when we first met.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a subject of a whole nother video.
Oh, come on.
No, because it's gonna be long. But long story short, guys, we'll do a whole nother video on this. But we met when I was 11 and she was 10, September 3rd, 1989. It was a little festival in Houston. It was called the world's biggest party or something like that. Damn, all of a sudden I forget. It was emceed by Randy Quaid before he went right wing and nuts. But they had like concerts there. They had like ZZ Top, The Who, Fabulous Thunderbirds, and they had a wrestling event. Long story short, we met up there. I'll do a video on like another, a whole thing on it because it's long. But we met in a line to go ride an elephant, and I was the next person in line. The elephant died. It just killed over. It was like, and no more elephant, like that, right? And she's clowning on me, saying that the elephant died because he didn't want me to ride it because I was too big. That's how we met, like that, right? Anyway, long story short, we were in line to go to a wrestling event that was free, because it was, costed a ticket to get into the whole festivities, covered everything, and it was general admission. There was a line. Basically, as soon as they opened the doors, everybody went through like a bat out of hell.
Like a stampede.
The stampede, and I don't mean the Canadian Wrestling Association hosted by Stu Hart. I mean Stampede Wrestling. Oh man, but there were some big bullies in this group. I tell you what, we kept hearing brrr, brrr, like that, right? And like, what the hell is that? Brrr, like that. Like, she was convinced it was the elephant. I was like, fool, the elephant's dead. Anyway, long story short, the line outside just so happened to be right by the locker room because the locker room door was outside, right by the entrance door to the Astro Arena, and it was Andre the Giant. I saw somebody, open up the door, like a medic or something like that. He was on the ground holding his stomach like a dumbass, like that. It was a messed up show too, because basically half of the people didn't show up or were hurt, and because Andre the Giant couldn't work, they had to, they did a battle royal to replace imagine basically everybody that was in the show wrestled twice. Remember?
Yeah.
They got this dude who wasn't even under contract to go against Barry Windham, but he was the Widowmaker. Remember that brief thing? Because you thought his name was the Windowmaker?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I remember that. You thought his name was the Windowmaker. Like that, it goes, no, it's the Widowmaker. And he's from his name is Barry Windham, and he was like one of the Four Horsemen. You're like in the Apocalypse? It goes, no, Ric Flair's crew. Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Good God. Anyway, so they had him go against this jobber, his name Richard Charlin, who was actually he was like a Canadian dude. He wrestled like in the Canadian promotions, and I don't know how he got stuck with him. And how he managed to fill in because there were better jobbers available. You know, Barry Horowitz being one. Anyway, but handsome talent, excuse me. But they billed him as being from Houston for that thing. Like that, and I remember I called shenanigans because I saw him jobbing on the Superstars of Wrestling like a couple weeks before, and he was billed as being from Ontario. Because now he's from Houston. You know, even back then, I knew what pandering was. But I mean, the dude was a jobber, and Barry Windham was a name, and the fucking match went like 15 minutes and shit, and they were just stalling the whole thing because they didn't have enough people.
Yeah, they were trying to do a show.
I was like, man. And the funny part is, that was historic. It was the only time Tito Santana ever beat Rick Martel. You know. So anyway, guys, it's a whole other subject. This turned into a 30-minute video. It was supposed to be quick. Already pissed off Superman. I'm going to make this quick. Till next time, guys. Peace. See? Haha. Made it in time. Bye.